Hello everybody and welcome to today's RFL Week 8 action as we have the Chicago Cougars invading Brooklyn to take on the Brooklyn Bulls. Welcome to Brooklyn everybody. I'm your host Jeff Melanishin. This is my first time calling a game. I like all of you to join me in watching this epic battle between the 3-3 Chicago Cougars taking on the 5-2 Brooklyn Bulls. We take a look at Brooklyn coming out of the tunnel. They'll be wearing the blue jerseys with the yellow pants, and Chicago will be wearing the all whites. Take a look at the team defensive stats for the Brooklyn Bulls. Take a look at head coach Jeff Melanishin. Marcus Knight, the halfback, looking to return the opening kickoff. Brooklyn has won. They choose to defer to the second half. The ball is on the tee. Sean Rollins got his hand in the air. He's running up to the ball. He's going to kick it away, and we're live. The Chicago Cougars will start at the 23-yard line. That is where quarterback Rob Slater will take over. Coming in with 1,464 yards, 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the year. Chicago comes out, single back formation. Slater takes the carry. He'll hand it off to number 38. Number 38, Andre Tomlinson. He's in his third year out of Georgia Tech as you take a look at the Chicago offensive line, followed by the backs and receivers. That was a pickup of 1 on the play. Brings up to the 24-yard line. Chicago comes out in shotgun formation. Tomlinson to the left. Takes the snap. Slater looking around. He's going to throw it to the right. Caught by number 82. Jamil Derby, the tight end. Take a look at the Brooklyn Bulls defensive line. The linebackers, Jack Brown, is still out. He's got 2 more weeks until he comes back. David Jones was injured last week. We'll get more on that later. So 3rd down and 7. That was a pickup of 2 on the play. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the handoff. It's going to be a screen pass, but he's going to throw it incomplete. Pass was intended for Tomlinson. That was a good play. Bulls coming in with the blitz. Slater didn't want to force a turnover, so that brings the punting formation out. The ball is kicked, receives it around the 15-yard line. Returner Oliver will take it up to the 25. That is Haynes Oliver, rookie out of UTEP. So Lane Kearney will come out. Take a look at his numbers on the year. 1,787 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Since signing his contract 2 weeks ago, he has been playing the lights out. Led the Bulls on a comeback win last week against the London Black Knights. Ball will be at the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Kearney takes the ball, hands it up to Gerard Eddy. He's got a hole. Canes 9 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 1. Gerard Eddy is the backup, but he will get the start for the next 2 weeks with David Jones sidelined with a strained shoulder. Good pickup on the play. The big hefties up front created a hole, and Gerard Eddy ran right through it. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Ball at the 34 under center. Kearney will drop back, but he'll throw it incomplete. Pass was intended to the tight end, Cedric Marks, actually, excuse me. As you take a look at the offensive line, the backs and receivers. So we got a 3rd down and 1. I formation, Gerard Eddy dotting the I. Kearney takes the snap, will hand it off to the fullback. He'll gain the 1st down and a little bit more. That's number 35, Langford Geddes. That's his first carry on the day. Ball goes to the 38-yard line for a 1st down under center. We'll hand it off to Gerard Eddy. He's got a hole. He shakes 1 tackle, able to pick up the 1st down. Gets the ball up to the 48-yard line, gain of 10 out of the play. Thibodeau on the tackle. Pistol formation. Kearney takes the snap. Play action. He's got someone coming. He's not going to be able to recognize it. He goes down for a sack. Tackle on the play by Trayvon Langley, the left outside linebacker for the Chicago Cougars. As you take a look on replay, he bullies his way into the backfield. Kearney was not able to recognize it in time, and he gets sacked. Langley's first sack on the day. Sets up a 2nd down and long, 2nd down and 21, so a loss of 11. Ball at the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation, handoff to Gerard Eddy. He's going to take it, get some yards back, brings it up to the 46-yard line. We'll set up a 3rd down and 12. It's a lot better than 3rd down and what they would have been if he would have picked up just 5 yards on the play. Gets up to the 46-yard line. Gain of 8. Third down and 12. Brooklyn comes out in the shotgun formation. Play action to Gerard Eddy. Kearney's going to step up, throws it, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for number 89, Zach Freeney, the talented receiver in his 8th year out of Georgia. Kearney did good to at least look around, but when he threw it was not what he intended, and I know that's not what Coach Jeff Melanishi wanted either. So 4th down, Brooklyn will punt it away. Good punt, will be inside the 20, actually inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So both teams, after their first possessions, both had to punt. Brooklyn's drive looked a little bit more like they wanted to score, but in the end, that sack on 1st down really hurt them as they weren't able to recover. So Rob Slater, the quarterback for the Cougars, have his work cut out for him on this drive. Starts it at the 9-yard line inside their own territory. I formation. Takes the snap. Play action. He's looking around. He's got pressure coming. He throws it to number 41. He's going to pick up some yards on the play. The catch was made by the fullback Barry Curtis in his 6th year. Gets it up to the 16-yard line, sets up a gain of 7, sets up a 2nd down and 3. And take a look on replay. Defense did good to have Slater check it down. But he was able to pick up a little bit yards after the catch. Gets him into 2nd down and manageable here. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap. He's going to jump it off to number 86. Landon Lyons. Receiver, he'll have enough for the 1st down, get it up to the 24-yard line. That was a nice drop back. We'll take a look on replay. Slater took the snap, set his feet, found Lyons underneath, able to pick up the 1st down and a little bit more after it, as you see the Brooklyn Bulls defense converge on Lyons. So we're up to the 24-yard line, 1st down, I formation, handoff to Tomlinson. He'll pick up a little bit on the play. As you take a look at his yards last week and his stats on the season. So pick up a 3 on the play. With the tackle was by Correa. Up to the 27-yard line. Shotgun formation. Slater looks to change the play. He's got Tomlinson to his left. He'll hand it off. That's not Tomlinson. Pick up enough for the first down. That's Knight. Going to be hard for me to differentiate between the two running backs as they keep changing them every other play. So that was Marcus Knight on the gain. Had enough for the first down and a little bit more. Nice draw play up the middle. As it looked like Brooklyn was had a pass defense out there. So it gets them up 10 yards to the 37-yard line. They got I formation. He's going to drop back Slater. He's going to look around. He's going to dump it off to Tomlinson. As we have an injury to the Brooklyn Bulls, Correa. As the injury bug continues to plague the Brooklyn Bulls. So that was a gain of 4. Slater to Tomlinson. Another I formation. Tomlinson's in the backfield. Briggs in motion. He'll take the handoff, Tomlinson, and he'll go up the left side. He has enough for the first down. We'll get it up to the 48-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play as Chicago seems to be taking out the keys and going for a drive on this possession. This is their second possession of the first half. They started this at the 9-yard line and are knocking on the door to enter the Brooklyn side of the field. I formation. Tomlinson gets the carry. He'll bring it into Brooklyn territory to the 48. Gain of 4 on the play. And that's something Chicago head coach wanted to discuss with me when talking about the game plan, was getting the 2 running backs, Knight and Tomlinson, carries, both of them. Single back formation. Slater takes the snap. He'll drop it off to number 82. Receiver, or actually tight end, Jamil Darby. He'll get it to the He'll get it up to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 11 on the play. Another first down. As now Chicago is wanting to get into the red zone for the first time today. Actually, the first time that either team has been inside the opposing team's side of the field. So first down and 10. Knight's in the backfield. Tomlinson's in the backfield. He'll take the ball up to the 30-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Sets up a second down and 3. Tomlinson seems to be the main one that they want to use on this drive, as he's had most of the carries outside of 1 or 2 on this drive. Slater's under center. Tomlinson's in the backfield. Darby's in motion. Be a play action. He's going to roll out to the right. He's looking around. He finds Tomlinson. Or no, number 82. That's Darby. He'll get it inside red zone to the 20-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play. That's Darby's 3rd reception on the day. Strickland for the Bulls with the tackle. That was a nice, after running it a bunch of times on this drive, the play action draws the defense in because they believe it's going to be a run play. And Slater rolled out to the right and was able to find Darby coming across the middle of the field. So they're at the 20-yard line. You got bunch formation to the left. Slater takes the ball. He's going to throw it out to the far side. Almost, it's going to be knocked away by number 29, Mario Culver. The pass was intended for number 86, Landon Lyons. He had him open. If he wouldn't have lobbed the ball, it might have been, and bullet past that, it might have been completed. And he did have room to turn it upfield and probably find his way into the end zone, but instead Culver made a good play. and deflected the pass. So sets up second down and 10, single back formation. Knight's in the backfield. He'll take the handoff to the left side. He's going to be stuffed in the backfield. That's the strong safety, number 20, Addison Lyons, as he comes up to make the stop in the backfield for loss of 3 on the play. Set up a third down and 13. As you take a look on good play recognition by Lyons to come off the edge of the play there, edge of the formation. Third down and 13. This is the first time, I believe, that Chicago has been in third down, and they will come out in shotgun. Slater takes the pass, drops back. He's got pressure coming. He's going to throw it. He's going to find it's going to be knocked away. Good strip of the ball. The pass was intended for number 15, Tavon Bryson. Addison Lyons got his hand in there and broke it up as the field goal unit comes on, and they'll put points on the board. It's not what Chicago wanted after getting into the red zone, as they were stuffed on three straight plays. But in the end, they settle for 3. They have the lead at 3-0. Gerard Eddy will knee it in the end zone. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, so that's where Lane Kearney will begin his second possession of the first half. We'll see if they can match what Chicago did and put points on the board. Brooklyn will come out in the I formation. Gerard Eddy in the backfield, got in the I. Take the play action. Kearney stepping up. He's looking around. He's going to throw it. Finds number 88, excuse me. Number 88 is Griffin Keshma. He had the big play in the overtime game last week that set up the game-winning field goal after the boneheaded play by the London Black Knights. So that gets him to the 40-yard line. I formation, Gerard Eddy with the carry. He's going to have enough for the first down. Great blocking up front. Gets him to midfield. Set up a first down and 10. Weak formation, Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll have a gain of, looks like 5 or 6 on the play. Gerard Eddy getting bulk of the carries. As we take a look at the defensive line for the Chicago Cougars, followed by the linebackers, and then the secondary. So Brooklyn gets inside Chicago territory to the 44, sets up a second down at 5. Kearney's in the shotgun empty formation. Takes the snap, drops back. Fire it out to the left side. He'll fire it to Haynes Oliver. He'll have enough for the first down. Get it up to the 39-yard line. As we're coming to the end of the first quarter, 1, and they'll get it off before the end of the quarter as Kerryon Johnson will get the carry. Kerryon Miller, excuse me. He will pick up couple yards on the play, as I thought they were taking that into the second quarter, but instead they were able to get the play off before the time ran out. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is 3-0 Chicago. Once again, my name is Jeff Melanish, and I welcome everybody watching today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. This is the RFL, the Relocation Football League. So second quarter, we'll have to see what happens on what the penalty is if there's a flag on the field.
Neutral zone infraction.
Be neutral zone infraction on Chicago. So that'd be accepted as it moves Chicago to the 29-yard line. That actually gives them a first down, as Lane Kearney was able to get the defensive line of Chicago to jump. So first down and 10, ball's at the 29. Shotgun formation, Gerard Eddy to the left. Takes a snap, play action. Kearney's going to roll out. He's going to fire it to Hartman. He's going to fumble. He takes a big shot. Takes a big shot from number 51. That is Marvin Wolfolk, the left outside linebacker for Chicago. As you take a look at the replay, he just destroyed the tight end Hartman on the play. He's running, turns it up. As you see, 51 comes in there and just destroys Hartman. So Slater will come out for his third possession, as that is a killer for Brooklyn as they were driving and marching down the field. And Chicago comes up with the turnover. Single back formation, Tomlinson in the backfield. Slater takes the snap. He's going to play action. He's got pressure coming. He's going to be dropped. Going to be dropped by number 99, Nagui Choice, the right end. Sets up a 2nd down and 19. Ball at the 16-yard line. Going to be a draw play. Tomlinson's going to go up the middle. He'll get some yardage back. Gets him to the 27-yard line. It's going to be set up a 3rd down and 8. Slater's in the backfield along with Marcus Knight. Slater takes the snap. He's going to set up a screen pass. He's going to get it out there, but he's going to be dropped for a loss of 3 on the play. I don't know about that play call as it's here comes the punting unit. Nice kick all the way down to the 12-yard line. Haynes Oliver will turn it up to the 23. I don't know about that play call on 3rd down and 8. But that's why I'm not an offensive coordinator. That's why I'm up here in the booth. It would have been nice to see if maybe they could have ran a couple out routes, maybe a streak or a post route in the middle, try to open up the middle of the field, maybe find something. Anyway, Brooklyn will come out in a single back formation, Gerard Eddy in the backfield. Handoff, play action. Kearney's going to step up, fire deep. He's going to have Zach Freeney. He'll get up to the 47-yard line. That'd be a gain of 24 on the play. Sets up a 1st down and 10. Bunch formation to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a pitch to Gerard Eddy. He's got room out there. He's going to cut it back in. Pick up a couple on the play. Gain of 7. Takes it to the 47-yard line. Back into Chicago territory. Single back formation. Gerard Eddy will take the handoff, but he's going to be hit in the backfield by none other than Wolfolk, who just caused the fumble a possession ago. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun formation. Miller in the backfield. He's going to get the dump off pass, but he's going to fall incomplete. So set up a 4th down and 6. I would like to see Kearney maybe take some time. It looked like he might have had pressure coming in, so Chicago might have brought the blitz. The punting unit will come back out, and it's going to be a mediocre kick. Chicago will take over at the 28-yard line. We've hit a bit of a lull here after Chicago took their 2nd possession down for some points. Both defenses have come to play, and that's something that Brooklyn likes to do. I formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He's going to break off 1 tackle. Get it to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Take a look at the head coach for Chicago. So you got trips to the top of the screen. Shotgun formation. Play action. Slater steps back. He's dropped back. He's got a lot of time. But he's going to fire it, and he'll have it complete to number 10. That's wide receiver Kentavious Henderson. Sets up a 1st down. Ball will be placed at the 46-yard line. Single back formation. Takes the snap, drops back, and it's going to be knocked away. I don't know who will get credit for that, either Thompson or it'll just be considered a drop pass as Thompson was coming in. Sets up a second down and 10. Shotgun formation.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Slater would take the snap, drops back. Has plenty of time, fire it out. It's going to be over the intended receiver's head. The intended receiver was Landon Lyons, the aforementioned wide receiver. Sets up a third down and 10. I actually thought Lyons could have made a play on that. So it's shotgun empty set formation for Slater. Takes the snap, drops back. He's got plenty of time. Again, he's going to fire it, but it's going to be almost intercepted. That's Strickland. Martez Strickland, right outside linebacker for the Brooklyn Bulls. He almost came away with a pick on the play. Pass was intended for Darby, the tight end. He's been featured hot and heavy. Sets up a fourth down. Punting unit will come out. Almost getting blocked as the punter fumbled the snap when he caught it. Ball will be placed at the 26-yard line. That's where Lane Kearney and the rest of the Brooklyn Bulls offense will start this possession. 9:01 left in the second quarter. 3-0 Chicago. Single back formation. Lane Kearney under center. Takes the snap. Will hand it off. Gerard Eddy will go up the middle. He's going to be hit. Going to carry the defender for a small gain. Pick up a 5 on the play. Bring it up to the 31-yard line. Chicago's defense has come to play today, folks. Sitting at 3-3, they're not playing like they're a 3-3 defense. Kearney in the single back formation under center. Hand it off to Gerard Eddy, but he's going to be hit in the backfield. Gain a 0 on the play. They don't call it a loss of 1, but it sets up a third down and 6. I don't know about that play call. There's been some questionable play calls in this game so far. There's that one. And then there was one for Chicago. They had a third down. Quarterbacks are playing okay. No turnovers on either side. The one turnover was a fumble. Third down and 6. Shotgun formation. Kearney takes the snap. Drops back. He'll fire it to number 89, Zach Freeney. He'll have enough for a first down. Gets it up to the 40-yard line. Harrion on the tackle, the cornerback for Chicago. Nice read by Kearney. Set his feet. Throw it to where he wanted it. And then Freeney is the reliable receiver. Both receivers for Brooklyn, Freeney and Keshma, are both reliable. Single back formation. Carry on Miller in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He'll go up the right side. He's going to truck a defender. He'll get it to the 47-yard line as Carrion Miller is getting some carries in the second quarter. Sets up a second down and 3. Gain of 7 on the play. Nice run by the young running back. Trucked one defender, able to drag another for 7 yards. Gerard Eddy's in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to him. He'll be stuffed. Loss of 1 on the play. Sets up a third down and 2. Ball at the 48-yard line. Like to see maybe a shotgun formation or maybe a play action. Those seem to be working for Brooklyn today. So shotgun formation, Gerard Eddy to the left of Kearney. He'll take the snap. He'll hand it off. Gerard Eddy's got some room. He's going to break out of 2 tackles. He'll get it to the 45-yard line. Nice run by Gerard Eddy, as he is filling in nicely for David Jones. Goes for a gain of 9 on the play. As you take a look, the broken tackle right here is both defenders aren't able to bring him down, and Gerard Eddy is someone that you need to bring down because he has the speed to get out of there and run for days. So we got first down, ball in the Chicago territory. Shotgun formation. Kerryon Miller will get the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He's going to be picking up a small gain on the play. Pick up a 4 down to the 41-yard line. If he wasn't tripped up, he might have at least gotten first down and possibly a little more depending on if he would have trucked over a smaller defender. Single back formation. It looks like someone moved up front. We'll get the call here from the ref.
False start, offense.
Gonna be false start on the Brooklyn Bulls. That was sent back 5 yards. Back to the 46-yard line. Sets up a second down and 11. That might come back to hurt them on this drive. Shotgun formation. Kearney takes the snap. He's going to look around. He's thinking about running. He's going to take off. He's got the first down. He'll bring it to the 33-yard line. First down and 10. That was a good read by Kearney. I don't know if that was a designed run play or not, but you could see when he took the handoff and he dropped back, he moved up a little bit in the pocket. I don't know if that was just to buy more time to run or see what his defenders were doing. But in the end, he ended up running before disaster occurred. Normally, you don't want to see a quarterback single guess in the backfield. It comes back to bite him. I formation, Gerard Eddy in the backfield. He'll sneak his way through. He's going to break a tackle. He's got room outside. Take it down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play and a first down. As we're under 4 minutes here in the second quarter, in a very fast-paced opening half. As you take a look at the last run, Gerard Eddy hurdles a defender, able to pick up a little bit more after that hurdle. But he snuck his way through the big hefties up front. Pick up 13 on the play. I formation. Miller in the backfield. He'll take the handoff now. He's going to go up the same hole that Gerard Eddy just went through. And he'll take it to the 14-yard line as both backs now are getting their carries in along with Chicago's halfbacks. Gain a 6 on the play. Second down and 4. Brooklyn's marching down the field. I formation, Gerard Eddy in the backfield. He'll take the handoff once again. He's going to be hit. Where are they going to spot this? At the 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. As the score is Chicago 3, Brooklyn nothing. When we come back, it'd be third down and 1. Welcome back to Brooklyn, everybody. I'm your host, Jeff Melanishin. Welcome to this RFL Week 8 action. Brooklyn Bulls are marching down the field on this possession. We hit the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Shotgun formation. Gerard Eddy is in the backfield. It's going to be a screen pass to Gerard Eddy. He's going to get it. He had some room, but he decided to cut back. Anyway, it picks up a first down to the 7-yard line. If we get a replay, yeah, here we go. You see him catch it. He's going to cut back right there. If he would have went and stayed to the outside, he might have had a touchdown. Let's take a look at the swarming Chicago defense. Chicago's been playing great on defense today, holding Brooklyn to 0 points so far. First down and goal. And there's another penalty. It looked like everybody moved. We'll get the call from the ref.
False start, offense.
Another false start for Brooklyn's offensive line. It will back them 5 yards. Back to the 12. Shotgun formation. Kearney takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it outside to number 84. That is Manadov. Bunch formation. Shotgun bunches to the top of the formation. Kearney takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire in the middle. He had a receiver open, but he throws it low. Not a good pass for him, Lane Kearney, on that one. He had a reservation for 6 for Martz, but the pass was not where he intended it, and I'm sure it's not where he wanted it. So it's up a third down and goal. There's another flag on the field. Is this another false start? This would be the third one on this drive.
False start, offense.
Got some camera issues. As indeed it is. It is another false start. So back them up to the 15. Not a good drive here once they hit the goal. Kearney takes the snap, drops back. He's going to looked like he wanted to run again, but he held it for some reason and got sacked. That's the second sack for Chicago today. Chicago did call the timeout. They got 2 remaining. So at 1:15 left in the second quarter. Brooklyn will come out for the field goal. Sean Rollins. As we await the snap. There's the snap. It's up and it's good. So Brooklyn ties it at 3. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Just remind you guys to stay with us at the halftime for all the latest scores. That'll be coming up in less than 2 minutes, maybe 3, give or take how many timeouts are used. As a nice kick return by number 81, that is Samuel Strozny. He gets it up to the 32-yard line. This is by far the best field position that a team has had to start a possession today. Slater comes out doing pretty good on the day. No turnovers. Comes out in the single back formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. Takes a snap, drops back. He's going to fire it outside. Going to be number 82. That's Darby, as he is featured a lot here today. That'll be his 4th reception. He's also been targeted about, I would say, 3-4 more times. If not for some good defensive plays, this game and score might be different. Sets up a second down and 9. Chicago did take their second timeout. They got 1 remaining, 1:01 left. Ball at the 34, shotgun formation. Fire it underneath to Darby, of all people. He gets a couple more after the play as Chicago goes, hurry up. Gain of 9 on the play. First down. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. Got plenty of time, but pressure's coming. He's going to fire it away, be incomplete. Pass was intended for Marcus Knight, so no intentional grounding on the play. Pressure was coming from both sides. Rob Slater felt it and threw it away before any harm was done. Sets up second down and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Knight in the backfield. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it long. He has a receiver wide open. That is caught. He's got inside the 5-10. Touchdown. Touchdown, Contavious Henderson. That was a nice find by Rob Slater. Blown coverage has to be the one on that. As you see, he just gets in front of Lyons and behind Collier, the cornerback for Brooklyn, number 29. And he takes it to the house. He's got a curtain call for 6. Good possession there for Chicago. Leaves Brooklyn with 36 seconds as the extra point is good. So as soon as Brooklyn ties the game at 3, Chicago gets a big play from Henderson for a touchdown. So takes it to the score 10-3 Chicago. Kick is underway. It's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts for Brooklyn. 33 seconds. 36 seconds, actually. I don't know what I'm reading. Lane Kearney comes out. You don't want to force anything here. You just want to take what the defense gives you. If they give you enough for a field goal, then go for it. Don't want to force it. Turnover. Game gets out of hand. Shotgun formation. Curry takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Droddetti. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play. Hurry up formation for Brooklyn. Not sure why. Under 25 seconds left. Split formation in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Kearney takes his time. It looks like he's going to let the clock run. Then why hurry up? Not sure about this call. We'll see if they actually snap it. Yeah, he will with 2 seconds left. He's going to fire it short. He's got his receiver Freeney out there. That'll take us to halftime. Not sure what that was all about, why you'd want to hurry it up there. So at halftime, the score is Chicago 10, Brooklyn 3. Take a look at the halftime stats. Both teams are using their 2 halfbacks about as perfectly as you can. Take a look at some of the scores from around the league. Chicago Cougars are actually 3-3 on the season. They are last in the AFC South, but as you've seen today, they are not playing like a last place team. They're actually coming off a loss to the Huskies, 32-20 last week. Brooklyn is riding a 3-game winning streak. They're sitting at 5-2 on the season, tied for first in the AFC North with the Salt Lake Pioneers. We're back with the second half kickoff. Brooklyn will receive. Kick goes into the end zone. Oliver will not risk it. He'll knee it. And that will be placed at the 25-yard line. Take a look at Lane Kearney coming out for his first drive of the second half. He had a pretty okay first half. No turnovers. Probably would like to see a little bit more passing yards, but beggars can't be choosers. Single back formation. Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He's going to be hit in the backfield by number 90. That is Tank Flanagan, the left end, in his 6th year out of Duke. He'll get his first tackle for loss on the day as it backs Brooklyn up. As you take a look on replay, nobody got anything on him, and he came around the side and hit Gerard Eddy in the backfield for a loss of 3. Sets up a second down and 13, ball at the 22-yard line. I formation. Gerard Eddy will take the handoff up the middle. He's going to get around 1 tackle, but would be stopped for a short gain up to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 6 on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and 7. I'd like to see Brooklyn try to get something here. You want to pick up this first down. Kearney takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it long. He's got a receiver, but he's going to be knocked away. Good defense by Chicago as Martz looked like he had possession, but was knocked away with 3 Chicago defenders in the area. Not able to corral it. That is a catch that you would like to have, especially Cedric Martz, the reliable tight end. He's a good blanket receiver for Kearney and the Brooklyn Bulls. Anyways, punting formation will come out. Ball's going to be kicked at the 15-yard line. Only pickups 3 on the punt, so great coverage by the Brooklyn special teams. As here comes Rob Slater. He's having a good day. 122 yards, 1 touchdown. You remember that touchdown came with 36 seconds left in the second half. Shotgun formation, trips to the bottom of the formation. Handoff up the middle to Knight. He'll pick up 3 on the play. Gets it up to the 21-yard line. I believe this is the worst field position that Chicago has started with today. No, actually, they started at the 9 on their second possession, excuse me, so I take that back. Single back formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. Slater takes the snap. We'll hand it off to Tomlinson. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He'll get a couple on the... He'll actually fall forward for a gain of 2. Looked like he was hit in the backfield. These all eyes of mine are starting to get the best of me. So it's 3rd down and 6. Shotgun formation. Knight is to the left of Slater. He takes the snap. He's going to drop back. He has a wide open receiver That is number 86. We've called his name Lions. He's got his second reception. Got 22 total yards. Nice in route. Slater able to set his feet, fire it out there. There's no underneath coverage on the play. You'd like to see on third down at least a cover 2 or a cover 3, something where you have linebackers in the middle. Looked like that wasn't what the defensive coordinator for Brooklyn wanted to call. So sets up a first down at the 36-yard line. Under center, you get the handoff to Tomlinson. He's going to have a gain of 2. It's Tomlinson, you see his numbers. He's got 9 carries, 41 yards. Greer will be recorded with the tackle. That's the second one on the day. Second down and 9. Ball at the 38-yard line, shotgun formation. Knight's in the backfield. Slater takes the ball, takes the snap. He's going to be knocked away. Pass was intended for 86. That was Lions. Good defense on the play. It was almost a pick on the deflection, but the defensive lineman was not able to corral his big hands around the football. Falls incomplete. Third down and 9. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's got fired over the middle. He's got Henderson. He'll have the first down up to the 49-yard line. As Slater is now just going to town on this Brooklyn defense. Slater with a in route similar to what Lions ran on the previous third down conversion. Slater was able to find him coming across the middle. Gets it up to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 11 on the play. As Chicago is now marching down the field. First down and 10. Pistol formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. Briggs is in motion. Tomlinson will get the carry. He'll be hit for no gain on the play. That was tackle on the play by choice. Called his name a couple times. He's got 1 sack, 2 tackles for loss. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Knight to the left of Slater. Movement up front. Slater takes the snap. He's going to fire it. It's going to be intercepted by Strickland. And is he going to go? He's going to go all the way. He's going to take it to the house. Pick 6 for Brooklyn. As that was Martez Strickland, the outside linebacker for Brooklyn. As he read the eyes of Slater, and he picks off, I think that was Henderson, the pass was intended. And he's got a house call for 6. What a play by the Brooklyn defense. We are seeing a lot of plays by the defense today. As you see Strickland celebrating in the end zone. Both defenses have turnovers. The turnover for Chicago came in the first quarter. It was the hit by number 51, Marvin Wolfork, as he came in and lit up Hartman. When if you recall, that set up actually that play actually set up the field goal to put Chicago up 3-0, and now here Brooklyn returns the favor with a pick 6 to tie the game. We got a 10-10 ball game. As Knight will knee it in the end zone. So Slater will come back onto the field after throwing that pick 6. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. First down and 10. The total yards are actually pretty even. 189 for Chicago, 172 for Brooklyn. Shotgun formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. Knight's in the backfield. Darby's in motion. It'd be play action. Slater's rolling out. He's going to fire it. He's got number 10 Henderson on the play. Finds him again for gain of 20 on the play. Henderson's having a day today, folks. He's got that touchdown towards the end of the second half. And he's making the Brooklyn defense look silly out there as he just made another 20-yard reception. Take a look on replay. Nice route running by Henderson as well. He's getting open, and Slater is finding him perfectly. He seems to be the only receiver that he can hit perfectly, as he's overthrown a couple other receivers here. Play action again. Slater's going to fire it deep. Going to be incomplete. Pass looked like it was intended for Lions. Maybe he should start throwing it to Henderson, because that's the only receiver that he is able to hit consistently. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Bunch formation to the top of the formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's got plenty of time. He's got pressure coming. He's going to be sacked. Sacked by Nagui Choice. That's his 2nd sack on the day. Sets up a 3rd down and 13. As I don't know what Slater was looking for. He had, as you take a look, the receivers, all 3 receivers don't seem to be open right there in the middle of the field. He did have the tight end in the middle, but I don't know why he didn't throw it. He steps up, and as soon as you hold the ball for more than 3 seconds, normally the defense is going to get to you. And they did there. Sets up a 3rd down and 13. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation. Knights in the backfield. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's got pressure coming again, but he's going to fire it out to number 15. Number 15, Tavon Bryson. That's the 2nd time I've called his name today. Tackle by Thompson just before he was able to turn it upfield for a 1st down. Sets up a 4th down and 2. We'll see if Chicago wants to get a little risky and go for it. I don't think they will, but you never know what the head coach of Chicago is thinking. And they will punt it away. Remember that tackle as a game changer, depending on what Brooklyn can do on this drive, as you take a look at Watts Gerard Eddy's numbers on the day. Pretty solid day filling in for the injured David Jones. Once again, David Jones injured his shoulder last week in the win against the London Black Knights. He's injured for the next 2 weeks. I formation, Gerard Eddy in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He's got room, but he's going to go to the left side, and he'll be hit for no gain. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. I did not like the vision there by Gerard Eddy. He looked like he had a hole up the middle, but he wanted to head to the left, and he was tackled for no gain. Bunch formation to the top of the formation. Play action. Kearney is going to step up. He's going to fire it deep, and it's caught by Kashima into Chicago territory. Gain of 38 yards on the play. That play didn't look all that good coming out. Kearney took the snap. He looked like he wanted to run, but it looked like he was just buying some time for Kashima to get open, and he had 2 receivers open on the play, and he threw it to the one that had the coverage. But anyway, Kashima was able to fight off the DB and come up with the 38-yard gain. Gerard Eddy takes the handoff on the next play, gets a gain of 1. Kearney's doing a good job managing the ball in this game. He's got no turnovers up to this point. Knock on wood. Don't want to see any turnovers for any quarterback, really. That's that's a plan for disaster. Gerard Eddy takes the handoff. He'll get it up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and 2. Take a look at head coach Melanishin there, telling his guys to stay focused. I formation. Gerard Eddy's dotting the I. 2 receivers to the top of the formation. Kearney takes the snap. Will hand it off. Gerard Eddy's got a room for a 1st down and a little bit more down to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. Gerard Eddy's up to 88 yards. He's got 4.4 yards per carry average. Tackle by Thibodeau. Thibodeau, the defensive back for Chicago, is having a good game. Take a look at the replay. The big hefties up front for Brooklyn are doing the job on this drive. They've done a pretty solid they've been pretty solid so far, opening up holes for whether it's Eddie or Miller, as Miller will be in the backfield for this play. Kearney takes the snap, drops back, big drop back, steps up, fires it, incomplete. Pass looked like it was intended for Martz, the tight end. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. That's one of the issues with Kearney that I've witnessed during watching his games is he gets happy feet sometimes, especially the game last week. Shotgun formation. Miller is in the backfield to the left. He'll take the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll get it up to the 27-yard line, gain of 3. As Miller is having a solid day with 25 yards on 5 carries. Sets up a 3rd down and 7. Don't know how aggressive Brooklyn will be on this 3rd down call as they are in field goal range. Got bunch formation to the top of the formation. Kearney's in the backfield. He'll take the shotgun snap. He'll fire it to Kashma, and he'll have enough for the 1st down to the 18-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play. That's Kashma's 3rd reception on the day. Sets up a 1st down and 10 inside the red zone. Chicago is marching down the field. Down to the 18-yard line. Take a look on replay. Kashmar just sat underneath the DBs and the linebackers, able to come away with the catch, and then turn a little bit upfield and get enough for the 1st down. Pistol formation. Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He'll run up the middle, get it down to the 16-yard line, gain a 2 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 8. Chicago's defense is going to have to buckle down here. You want to bend but don't break. You want to stop Brooklyn from getting into the end zone and going up 7. Holding up to the field goal still gets points, but it's not as much as 7 as Eddie will get the handoff. He'll break up a couple of defenders. He'll get it down to the 12-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 4. Kearney is in the shotgun formation. Watts Eddie will be a play action. As Kearney's going to roll out all the way to the right. He's going to fire into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. It looked like Kashma had it in the end zone, but wasn't able to complete the process of the catch as it was knocked away as he was falling to the ground and out of bounds. Good play by the Chicago defense to exactly what I said, bend but don't break, hold him to a field goal. As Rollins will come out to attempt basically almost an extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. So Brooklyn goes up 3. So after the questionable, the stop by Brooklyn on the last possession, and then it was 4th down and 2, and Chicago didn't go for it, but instead elected to punt the ball, and it went into the end zone, and that led to 3 points for Brooklyn. So we'll see what Chicago could do on this drive. Ball will be placed at the 22-yard line. We'll see when Rob Slater wants to be aggressive. We saw that he became aggressive in the 2nd quarter, but towards the end of it, under 1 minute left. It's only a 3-point ball game as we come to 50, under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Single back formation. Tomlinson's in the backfield. Darby goes in motion. It'll be play action. Slater rolls out. He'll fire it. It's almost intercepted by Lyons. Pass was intended for number 86. That was Lyons. So, as I stated earlier, it looks like Rob Slater can hit Henderson no problem, but everybody else, he seems to have some issue with hitting him. You got a empty formation. Slater takes the snap. He'll fire it out to number 37. That is Marcus Knight. He'll have enough for a 1st down as we see the first throw to a halfback who ran he was on the outside in the receiver spot and ran an out route, able to get enough for a 1st down. Up to the 34-yard line. Good play call by the Chicago offensive coordinator. Take a look at the head coach. He's liking what he's seeing. Ball will be placed at the 34-yard line. in their own territory. First down and 10. Single back formation. Thomason gets the call. He'll be hit for a loss of 1 on the play by number 90 for Brooklyn. That is Enrique Garrett, defensive tackle. Defensive tackle for Brooklyn. As we come to the end of the third quarter, Chicago will do the right thing and let the clock dwindle down all the way to the end of the quarter. We come to the end of the third quarter with the score: Brooklyn 13, Chicago 10. Everybody put your fours up in the chat. We're going to have a great fourth quarter. Chicago's down by 10. You take a look at the scoring by quarter. Actually, let me know who you guys want to win. Put either Brooklyn or Chicago in the chat right now. We'll tally them up and see who is right at the end. Single back formation. Second down and 9. Slater takes the snap, drops back. Going to look around. He's going to throw it. He's got a wide open receiver. That is number 86, Lyons. He was unguarded for running just a stick route. As he has enough for the first down. They're going to spot him, give him just enough for a first down. As the pass was low by Slater. If the pass would have been up any higher, as you see Lyons having to go to the ground. I don't know if that hit the ground or not, or if it bounced into his hands. If it didn't, and it looks like they won't challenge it. So great play by Lyons. But if the pass was up just a little bit, Lyons could turn that upfield and get a big gain. First down and 10, ball at the 44. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's under pressure. He's going to throw it right before the pressure gets there to number 15. Pass was caught by Tavon Bryson. Slater's playing with fire here. He's throwing the ball away just as soon as the pressure is getting there. So I don't know if that's playing with fire, or if that's something that he's been practicing. Then good work on Chicago's offense this past week in practice to get him some snaps, feeling some pressure. Sets up a second down and 2. Balls at the 48-yard line in Brooklyn territory. Shotgun formation. Knights to the left. It's going to be passes to the left, but it's almost going to be knocked down by, almost intercepted by Reynolds, the strong safety for Brooklyn. That is Martez Reynolds, the 6-year strong safety out of Central Michigan. Able to come in and read the play perfectly. Almost another pick 6 if he would have held on to it, but able to knock it down. Sets up a third down and 2. I don't know. It's going to be the tight formation out of the shotgun. Knight to the right. Slater's going to drop back. He's going to fire it to number 15. That is Tavon Bryson yet again. Nice route to get past the sticks and just settle there. And Slater found him for an easy pitch and catch. Takes it down to the 45-yard line. Just enough for a first down. You take a look. The defense sagged off of him. They didn't play. If they would have played a little bit more closely, they might have gotten their hand in there to break it up. But with him wide open like that, any receiver is going to catch that probably 99.9% of the time. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's got time. He's looking around. He's going to fire it out to the left. That is Knight, and he's going to get around Lyons, and he's going to pick up a big gain on the play down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play. That was a simple. He delayed his route, came out of the backfield, ran an out route basically to the boundaries. Slater was able to find him. He turned it upfield, and as soon as he turned it upfield, he got around Lyons, as you can see right there on the replay. Lyons was at least able to get a shoestring tackle on him before Knight gained any more yardage. First down and 10, pistol formation. Tomlinson's in the backfield. Briggs is in motion now, going across the formation, and that will be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
We're having more camera issues. Pardon the technical difficulties on these cameras with the referees. We seem to be still having the same issue that we had last week. As Brooklyn shoots himself in the foot and goes back 5 yards. Sets up a first down and 15. Strong formation. Slater will drop back. He's going to fire it to number 89. I believe that's the first time I called him, but Thompson was able to lay the hit and get the incomplete pass. Number 89 is Brandon Briggs, the tight end. You take a look on replay. Briggs had the catch, but as soon as Thompson got there, he was able to jar the ball loose. Good play by the rookie middle linebacker filling in for Jack Brown. Jack Brown, who was injured earlier in the season. He'll be back at the same time as David Jones. Second down at 15. Shotgun formation. Knights in the backfield. Slater takes the snap, drops back, fire get to the right side. Gonna be caught by Briggs. He'll make up for... Oh, as we have an injury to Chicago, that's Strojny. As Briggs makes up for his incomplete catch a play ago, as he turns this pitch and catch into a gain of 14 and takes it down to the 6-yard line. As you take a look, number 32, Rodenhauser, was looking for the strip but wasn't able to get it. Take a look at the pylon cam, new camera this year in the RFL. And what a camera it is. You get some great looks from it close to the goal line. So third down and 1. Brooklyn will be looking to play the bend but don't break here. Single back formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. Slater takes the snap, drops back. Going to fire it out. He's going to have enough for the first down. As that was number 82. Oh, I guess it wasn't enough for a first down, but Chicago's going to challenge it. The pass was caught by Darby, the tight end. We'll see. I think they're challenging the spot as it was a fourth down in inches, so we'll have to see if the refs can get a look here. Let me know. Do you guys think it's going to be stand or if it's going to be overturned as we get the refs call? And the play will be overturned. So they get enough for the first down. Ball's at the 5-yard line. First down and goal. I formation. Tomlinson's dotting the I. Slater takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. But Tomlinson will be hit in the backfield. The tackle is... I don't know if they're going to get the credit. Yeah, credit goes to Choice. Yeah, that's his third tackle. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Knight. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to fall he's going to be down at the 1. What a play by Marcus Knight to fall forward after getting hit by, it seemed, the whole defensive front for Brooklyn, as he was able to pick up enough to get it down to inside the 1-yard line. And he fell forward almost into the end zone. Single back formation. Tomlinson in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, but it's going to be almost... Wow. Brooklyn brought the house on that one. Tackles them for a loss of 3 on the play. Tackle by Thompson, the rookie, again, as he's coming to play here. The middle linebackers, that sets up a fourth down and goal. Chicago will tie the game up, barring a missed or a block here. As the kick is up, and it's good, and Chicago ties the game. Good drive by Chicago. Good stand by Brooklyn to hold Chicago to 3. Ties the game at 13. I told you guys at the end of the third quarter that this is going to be a bar burner fourth quarter, and we are going to get that. We got 9:09 left in the fourth quarter. Oliver takes the kickoff. He'll run it up to the 30-yard line. They'll give him credit to the 30. Good return. He returned it inside, I believe, the 15-yard line, able to get it up to the 30. So that's where Kearney will start his possession here, as he led Brooklyn down for a field goal last possession. Shotgun formation. Drought Eddie in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll be hit for a small gain. They'll give him credit for a gain of 1. So that's up at second down and 9. Second down and 9 as we move under 9 minutes in the fourth quarter. Weak formation. Gerard Eddy in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He's got a hole up the right side. And is he touched? Are they going to touch him? No, they didn't touch him, but he gets back up. He'll get it up to the 38-yard line. Very interesting call there, as I thought he fell forward because he was touched, but the refs didn't blow their whistle. He could have got up and ran, but he took his time. Sets up a 3rd down and 2. You got a bunch formation. Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He's going to be patient up the hole, and he'll get enough for a 1st down. He'll bring it up to the 45-yard line. As we're under 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 45-yard line. Still in their own territory is Brooklyn. Good patience by Gerard Eddy to wait behind his offensive lineman, get those blocks set up. And then once he felt comfortable, he hit the hole. Able to pick up a gain of 7 on the play. Got Brooklyn a 1st down. Shotgun formation. Gerard Eddy's to the left of Kearney. He'll take the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll be hit for no gain. Gerard Eddy on that last carry went over 100 yards. He's at 109 right now. So with that last no gain, sets up a 2nd down and 10. Kearney's in the shotgun formation. Miller is now in the backfield. Kearney takes the snap, drops back. You gotta look around. He's gonna run. He's got room to run. He's got a 1st down. He's got a lot more. He'll pick up, get it down to the 35-yard line. Pickup of 20 on the play. Good read by Kearney as he saw that nobody was on him. No one was spying him or anything. No defenders even over there. As it looked like Chicago was playing a man defense with the way that that play opened up for Kearney to run. So it gets them into Chicago territory, 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. Gerard Eddy in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll bust through 2 defenders. Gets it to the 21-yard line inside the red zone. Gerard Eddy's now up to 123 yards on 27 carries. As we come under 6 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Lane Kearney's leading another drive for Brooklyn. But you can also say that Gerard Eddy is also carrying the mail for this offense. As we're inside the red zone, or we're inside the red zone. 1st down and 10. Kearney's in the shotgun formation. Gerard Eddy to the right. Play action to Eddy. Kearney will fire. He's got a receiver. Cashwell open, but he overshoots him just by a little bit. That is something that Coach Melanisha and the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach are going to have to work with Kearney just to settle him down in certain situations. As he had Cashwell open, it would have been a touchdown, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He'll pick up no gain on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and 9. Don't know how aggressive Brooklyn is going to be on this 3rd down call. As once again, they are in the range for Rollins. As Brooklyn comes out in running formation, they'll give it to Miller. He'll gain 1 on the play. Sets up a 4th down and 8. Ball's at the 20-yard line. So good job by Chicago's defense. They are bending. They're giving up yardage, but as soon as Brooklyn crosses the 50 to their own field, Chicago's clamping down and not allowing Brooklyn to get a touchdown, holding them to field goals. The only touchdown Brooklyn has is the pick 6 from Strickland in the 3rd quarter, as Rollins knocks the field goal through to make it a 16-13 ball game. Take a look on replay of the field goal. So Chicago will get a possession here to see if they can either tie or take the lead. The ball kicked into the end zone. It'd be kneeled for a touchback, as Marcus Knight didn't want to risk anything. So Slater will come out. Ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Slater's looked impressive today. Outside of that pick 6 that he threw in the third quarter, he found Henderson late in the second quarter for a touchdown and a beautiful throw. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's got to fire it deep. He's got a receiver open, but it's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for Lions. He was open. That's a play you got to make if you're Lions. You got to help your quarterback out. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire it underneath to Darby. He'll get it out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Sets up a third down and 5. Depending on what happens here, if it's incomplete and I'm Chicago, I think I'm still going to punt the ball away. You got 3 timeouts, and you've been stopping Brooklyn. So empty formation. Slater takes the snap, drops back. He's going to fire underneath, but he's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for Lions, but it falls incomplete. And I've been saying this all game. It seems like something is off with the other receivers of Lions. I mean, maybe you could throw Bryson in there as well with Henderson as the only receivers that Slater is able to hit constantly. As Chicago will punt the ball away. Good kick down to the 10-yard line. Oliver takes it up to the 18. So that is where Kearney will start this drive. But yeah, there's going to be some tape that the Chicago coaching staff is going to look at and go over with Slater, because there are some, you got to go back to some of, I get that Lions on that drop, he could have made a play, but the other ones just don't look as, he just doesn't seem comfortable throwing it to the other receivers, as Gerard Eddy takes the ball up to the 29-yard line, gain of 11 on the play, and enough for a first down, as Gerard Eddy is just running roughshod through the Chicago defense. Gain of 11 on the play, as he is now got to be around 130 total, got to be around 130, maybe about 140 yards carrying the ball. Take a look at Melanishin pumping his fists. He's liking what he's seeing. As we've come to the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter, with the score Brooklyn 16, Chicago 13. I'm your play-by-play host, Jeff Melanish, and thank you for tuning in to this RFL Week 8 action between the Chicago Cougars and the Brooklyn Bulls. This is my first time calling any commentary for any game, so I really enjoy you guys sitting back, relax, and watching this broadcast. Single I formation to give the handoff to Gerard Eddy, but he'll be stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2. Sets up a second down and 12. Chicago will take a timeout. They got 2 remaining. Be interesting to see what Brooklyn calls. It'll probably be another running play. Wouldn't want to see them, as they come out in a shotgun. Look for a draw play or a run up the middle. Shotgun formation. Gerard Eddy will take the handoff. He's got room to run. He's going to get a first down. He'll get it up to the 42-yard line. Gain of 15 on the play. Chicago will take their second timeout. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, Chicago might get the possession back. Probably unlikely, though, depending on this play, as Gerard Eddy will take the handoff. He'll get hit in the backfield. He'll get dropped for a loss of 1. Sets up a second down and 11. Wolfork on the play yet again, as he's been all over the ball today. He had the one forced fumble in the first quarter, and a couple tackles for losses, a couple huge tackle for losses to hold Brooklyn to 3 points when they've been driving. So strong formation. Gerard Eddy gets the handoff. He'll go up the middle. He'll pick up a gain of 2. Gets up to the 43-yard line. Sets up a third down and 9. So Chicago will get the ball back. It'll be right around, I want to say under 30 seconds they will get the ball back. I formation. Gerard Eddy will get the handoff. He'll be hit for a gain of 1 on the play, as we're under 1 minute now. 16-13 Brooklyn. 4th down and 8. So Brooklyn will punt the ball away back to Chicago. We'll have to see here how much time is left. Looks like Jeff Mellon should celebrate, but you don't want to celebrate too early. Yeah, just under 30 seconds. As the punt goes into the end zone. Wow. Horrible special teams play right there by Nani, the kicker for Brooklyn. He could have pinned him deep, but instead boots it into the end zone, so the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line. That's where Slater will start. And this is around the same time that he threw the dime to Henderson for the touchdown. So 24 seconds left. We'll see what magic Slater has. Shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, drops back. He's got plenty of time, no pressure. He's going to fire it to the middle of the field, but he's going to be broken up by number 54, Stricker. Sets up a 2nd down and 10. 19 seconds left. Shotgun formation. Slater will take the snap, drops back. He's got plenty of time. He's got to fire it underneath. I don't know why, to number 15, Bryson. They're going to have to hurry up. 12, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry it up here. They're going to spike it. I don't know how much time they're going to have after this. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Clock is stopped at 4 seconds. And they're going to have to do a Hail Mary here. They have no time to get anything. They got to get out of bounds right away with 4 seconds left, barring a Hail Mary completed. Slater takes the snap, drops back. Got to fire it long. Defenders all around him. He's going to be broken up. End of the ball game. That's how it ends. Wow. My heart was racing there, folks. I hope you guys felt a little nervous too. A little heart jolt in action. As Brooklyn comes away with the victory 16-13. Take a look at some of the game stats. 153 yards passing for Chicago. Only 104 passing yards for Brooklyn, as Kearney didn't really have to do much today. It was all the running back, Gerard Eddy, and I'd even throw Kerryon Miller in there. He had some good rushes as well. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Jeff Melanician. This is my first broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the RFL. You could go to the RFL website, the relocationfootballleague.com. There you could get set up with some information. Also, the Discord links have been posted throughout the day, throughout the game, so please click on those and join if you haven't joined already. This is Jeff Melanician with the RFL signing off. Again, Chicago 13, Brooklyn 16. Brooklyn moves to 6-2, while Chicago moves to 3-4. I thank you guys. Tune in next time. Good night.